Travis Wayne Goodson. The stories in the Joseph Smith history of 1838 are not literal, as I've been going over with you. They're Jewish prophecy after the learning of the Jews' messianic literature. Just as the Book of Mormon is, thus it's not literal history. Just as the Bible is, thus it's not literal history. They are fictional stories prophesying of the latter days. And the latter days are given us by John in Revelation. Chapter 12 tells us the beginning, the birth, is 2017. The death, or the end, 2024. Very simple for code. And where does this come from? Where can we justify it? Is it just something they do? Or is there something that informs them how it's done? Well, obviously, leading, in Numbers chapter 12. Miriam and Aaron, the brother and sister of Moses, as the story goes, are trying to form a coup against Moses to take over because he married the Ethiopian woman. And so the Lord comes down in a pillar of light. Again, this is kind of interesting. It's a messianic prophecy within a messianic prophecy. So the Lord comes down in a pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle. And Aaron and Miriam come before him, heads bowed in shame. And he says in verse 6, "Hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I the Lord will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream." So Miriam and Aaron, coup canceled. And so prophets prophesy from visions and dreams that they have. Simple enough, right? And so the prophecy of the author of Moses given in Deuteronomy chapter 18, starting in verse 15 through 18. "The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken. Otherwise there are dire consequences." And this is the latter days, so we know that he's here. And we also know that he will have prophecies and visions, dreams. But this is how they obtain the keys. The character Jesus, in what are now called Gospels, there's the Mount of Transfiguration with Peter, James, and John that go up with him. And the characters, when you know their meaning, Peter is Egyptian for seer, James is Jacob in Hebrew, which is the usurper, and John is dove, but you got to refer to John the Baptist, where the dove appears, symbol of the Holy Ghost, and also is involved with the Noah story, which is referred to in Matthew 24 as being a type and shadow of the latter days. And so you're looking for the latter-day Mormon who is to be your Christ, just as Joseph Smith was the founder, to have prophetic dreams and receive the keys of Moses through dreams. Because it's the keys of Moses that Joseph Smith got the key of the presidency to gather with the Exodus in 2020, which Mormons all missed because they didn't have a clue who they were looking for. They believed that the lie that Jesus is literal, not messianic prophetic literature, after the manner of the Jews. And so Joseph Smith, that's exactly why the 1838 history was written as it was written. To teach Mormons that he's not Christian, Jesus is not the Christ. We're Jewish. That Joseph Smith received visions and prophecies, dreams, to receive authority. And so, first vision, that's, you're not Christian, Jesus is not the Christ. Emmanuel is, the sun at noonday from the Egyptians. Amen El. Son Amen. Then the angelic visit to Joseph Smith, which is Nephi. Again, you got to watch all my videos. You can't just assume that you know it all, that the church has been telling you the truth, and that therefore what I'm telling you is therefore wrong. Joseph Smith papers are the authoritative source. Nephi, the Christ, as referred to in the Book of Mormon. The name. I told you that's his new name, the latter-day Moses, man like Moses. It's his new name in the Temple of Angels. That's how you know to look for him. And so with Nephi, he tells him about the Christ. Deuteronomy 18 goes through Acts specifically so that we study the scriptures to learn of this. Because Joseph Smith has it all over the place. And then, who's next? I should have had it on the screen. Got 28 minutes, we got plenty of time. Oh, yeah. Then Nephi is showing them the Oliver and Joseph the Plates. They always put Martin Harris with them. No. Again, if you knew Martin Harris as a superstitious man, he didn't want to feel left out. And so you've got Joseph and Oliver who were involved in all of this, who are claiming to see the plates, and then Martin can't see them. Yeah, hilarious. But they need him to pay for the Book of Mormon. And so that one really wasn't real. That was just to try to get Martin to pay up to publish it. So that then they can figure out a way to pay Sidney Rigdon for writing it. But John the Baptist, he's the one who comes and bestows the Aaronic priesthood. Yeah, the Numbers. That's how it's done. Chapter 12, verse 6. That's why it was there. And notice it's just Joseph and Oliver Cowdery, because they're finishing up the book in 1.5 months. Hilarious. And if you missed the video, there's too much to get you caught up on. And so then Peter, James, and John is not given in the story, but it's referred to as their keys. That's for missionary work, ministry. So that they can then baptize and establish churches. And then they get the hell out of there and go find other places. And then the big event, the Kirtland Temple. The big keys for the president of the church. Sealing keys for the temple from Elijah, the God Yah, the Hebrew God, and Moses for the presidency. And the gospel of Abraham, salvation. Thus it's Elishua, not Elisha. Elisha. Elias. That's how they pronounce it. Yeah, it's Elishua, the God of salvation, because they put in the gospel of Abraham. So you go to Abraham and you see about the gospel of salvation. Shua, like Joshua, like Jesus. But Jesus is also in there. And do they call him Jehovah or Jesus? Yeah, Lord Jehovah appears. So they don't call him Jesus. Yeah. Even the voice of Jehovah saying, I am the first and last. It's the new name of Yah. Yep. And so you're looking for someone who comes out of the great and abominable church that took over Joseph's church, cooed it, usurped it, Jacob did. So he's going to be a Mormon to restore it. And that's the manner of restoration, is visions and dreams. So you're looking for a Mormon who's had a dream where he was given the key of the office of the president of the church. There's a checklist throughout all scriptures. He's got to meet the checklist. You can't violate the checklist. You can't make it up like Brian David Mitchell did. You either are it or you're not. And there's literally thousands. I haven't done a count. I've only known of them and then did the check. So I did the videos to help you find them yourself. And are you? Are you checking? Or is it too unreal for you? Oh, that's too supernatural. That can't be real. But you believe in Jesus? Screw you guys. I mean, seriously. You're looking for a mortal man. Nothing special. No magical powers. No +10 elven sword. Just a man. I can't remember the line. Just a man looking for a girl. A boy looking for a girl. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I guess that's too simple of a religion for Mormons. They want something more complicated. They want to look beyond the mark. They want to look for a Jesus who's not real to come and save them in their sins, to kill off the Jews and convert the survivors to Mormonism as a white supremacist Jesus. That's easier to believe in, right? Comes from outer space on a flying horse. Oh, that's simple and easy to believe. Even a child could figure that one out. Yeah. No. So, if you make the religion too complicated, you'll make it complicated. If you keep it simple, it's very simple.